Hey everybody! Hi guys! Oh my goodness, long time no see. Hi everybody! Oh my goodness, I'm here with a new component on my computer. my kitty, my son's kitty is a bad kitty. He knocked my laptop. I don't know how it happened because it was on the table, but he knocked my laptop off the table. It turned upside down and landed flat, and it turned right back on and everything was great. And I was like, whew. And then I tried to navigate yesterday to try to do my Friday live. I tried to navigate to schedule my live, and the mouse, it was tracking, but it wouldn't let me click on anything. So I struggled with that for a while yesterday. I ended up taking my computer in to have it looked at. It's going to be a big expensive fix. He said the best way around it right now is one of these guys. So $15, there you go. I have an external mouse. I'm getting ready I'm trying to learn it. It is a bit different. It's just different, but I'll get used to it. So, hey everybody, I'm so happy to be here. Oh my goodness, I feel like it's been forever. It has been forever. Lots of stuff going on over here, you guys. Lots of stuff. Hi, everybody. Let me go up to the top and greet everyone. Oh, my goodness. Okay, like I said, navigating a new component here. There we go. All right. Mama Bear. Woohoo. So happy to see you. Sam. Hi, Dean. Oh, my goodness. And Lisa. Wait a second here. Lisa says she had to unsubscribe and then subscribe again because everything went gray. That's so weird. A lot of people have been having to do that. So a lot of people are complaining that they're not getting my notifications. If you're not getting my notifications, try to unsubscribe and resubscribe. YouTube is kind of fickle like that sometimes, I've noticed. So let's see. We've got Buckeye here. Yay. Jen's here. Jen Fan. Casey. Jesse. Lisa. Is that all of us that we've got here today? Oh. Okay, I thought I meant, oh, Tammy. Tammy's here. Yay, Tammy. Margie's here. Woohoo, Margie. Okay, hi, everybody. So happy to see you guys. So I know I promised you guys I was going to go live from the shop so I could do a crystal sale from there. Ah, there's Natalie. Woohoo! So happy to see you. Little C-Star. And I was going to, you guys, we've had 2 leaks in the ceiling of the whole building, the big building. So the first one was literally right outside my little shop area. And so they were fixing that one and it was really loud and I couldn't go live because of that. Then they fixed it and I thought, well, cool. So I went back the next day, was getting all set up, was going to do a live. I had picked out which crystals I was going to show you guys. And then all of a sudden there was all this racket, and right down the way, same aisle, same hallway, but down a ways, there was another leak and it caused like a spark in the lighting thing on the ceiling, like the big light thing, which was scary. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, did I just put all my stuff in a place that's going to burn down? So they are replacing the roof, you guys, in this place. So right now, I can't go live from the store. I thought about maybe grabbing some pieces and bringing them home with me. I can show them here. I'm working with setting up an account through a company called Shippo so that I can ship my pieces outside of the United States so that they can be available to everyone. This is a company called Shippo. I'm just doing a little bit of research on another company that does the same thing. Hi, Kay. Nice to see ya. So I'm working on Stormy's here. Woohoo! Yeah, so I'm working on being able to ship out to everybody. I did see Dean's comment about shipping to Britain. And yeah, Shippo, it's looking like that's probably the company I'm going to go with. Price-wise, they're the best. Time-wise, they're the best so far that I've found. So I'm working on that too, you guys. And I'm thinking maybe I'll just grab some pieces and bring them home. And maybe we can do it from here, if you guys are interested. But today, I brought some pieces, of course, to show. So first of all, before I show the pieces, I want to kind of explain why I've been working with these pieces recently. So you guys, are you noticing the fog? Are you guys noticing the fog that's coming? It's been happening, the fog. Yes. So the fog, so Spirit and the higher light beings that communicate with me are telling me that the fog, a lot of the fog that we're seeing, people are complaining about being sick from it. People are complaining of getting like a chemical smell from it. This fog is actually being orchestrated by two different entities. It's almost like it is weather modification, so it's us that's doing it too. But like all of the things that we're doing to harm the planet right now, the higher beings are trying to counteract. So the main message that keeps coming through is not to let fear overtake us, because the planet's trying to raise the vibration right now. All the lower negative energies and lower vibrations are trying to stay in existence. So they're really trying to like pull out all the big guns to try to scare us and put fear in our hearts to keep us from ascending. So the reason why I chose these specific crystals, I feel like they've kept me from being sick, because we've got the fog. I live by the ocean. We've got the fog, and you can smell it. It's a weird, almost like a sour, smell. It's chemical, yes, but it has like a sour something to it that we can smell when we go outside. It almost smells almost like marijuana, kind of like if you walk somewhere and you smell someone's marijuana, it kind of smells in an offhanded way, kind of like that. And at first I thought, when I went outside yesterday, I thought, oh my gosh, one of my neighbors is smoking pot. And it's a lot, because I could smell it all over the place outside. I'd taken my dog out to go potty. And then about an hour later, we got in the car and drove, down the street to go to the store. And I got out of the car and I could smell it there too, at the store, like miles down the street. So I'm associating that smell. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that smell seems like it was kind of stuck to the fog too. Just putting it out there. So between the fog, the orbs, the drones, the drone wars, and all this secrecy happening, it's all fear tactics. Okay, so what do you need to protect yourself when it comes to earth medicine? 3 pieces that I'm working with really strongly right now. I'm going to suggest 2 of them for you guys specifically, and then I'm going to ask you to add a third of your own. Okay, so here you see I've got this piece here I'm wearing. I don't take this off. This is a fire quartz. Okay, I'm also wearing a Super 7. This is a master healer stone. And I always have my lapis on. Lapis is actually in my DNA. Like part of my DNA is lapis. Okay, so it is the crystal I personally work with the most. But what I want you guys to do, I don't have, hematite. Sorry, hematite is the other one, hematite. So the ones I'm going to point out to you guys today are fire quartz and hematite. So if you guys can get some fire quartz and some hematite, put those together. They're working really good together right now. I'm going to read to you in a minute what their properties are and what they do. I found this amazing, amazing piece. Isn't that gorgeous? It took me a minute to figure out what this was. I had to do some research. I hope you guys can, the computer camera is doing it some justice. Absolutely amazing piece. This is hematoid quartz. So this quartz has hematite in it. Hematite is the other crystal. We should be working really, really closely with hematite and fire quartz right now. This one just happens to be a combo of both, so super special. But the hematite and the fire quartz. So let me read the good stuff on this, on the hematoid and the, okay. Start at the beginning. All right, so the fire quartz. This is a fire quartz. What makes it a fire quartz? What makes it, this is also a fire quartz. What makes it a fire quartz is the iron ore that's inside of it. So it's the iron, you see the iron gives it that red, the iron addition to the quartz. So fire quartz is an association with the element of fire, ignites passion, inspired spirit within, fostering creativity, motivation, and a zest for life. Additionally, fire quartz serves as an amplifier energy intensifying the metaphysical properties of the other crystals around it. That's the main objective for me when I'm working with with quartz crystals in any capacity, is that they're amplifiers. So that being said, with the fire quartz being the amplifier, the reason why I'm specifically saying fire quartz right now is because of the passion, the motivation, the drive to keep going, withstanding adversity, not letting anyone trip you up, not letting anyone, interrupt you. So hematite. Okay, hematite is an iron. They used to call way back when, I'm not exactly sure when, they used to actually refer to hematite as bloodstone. They don't do that anymore. Bloodstone is a totally different mineral now. But hematite, once called bloodstone, also known as Alaska's black diamond. So they also call this a black diamond in Alaska. This is the stone of grounding and the stone of higher mindset. Okay. The key words: grounding, anxiety, memory, vitality, power, determination. This stone can be silver, gray, black to steel. It could actually also be like a rusty red color. So most ancient references to what is now called hematite were for a mineral named bloodstone. It is not the bloodstone we know of today, but hematite, which is known to work with blood issues, it also may be ground into powder that is the color of blood. According to the legend, hematite crystal was used as a powerful talisman for warriors in north of England because it was believed to preserve the blood or life essence of the soldier wounded in battle. Hematite is said to help to absorb negative energy and any toxic emotions. That's why I'm saying the fear, right? Like the fear, this will help with this. Hematite can calm a troubled mind by giving clarity and focus. Hematite stimulates concentration and focus, enhancing memory and original thoughts, not thoughts being placed into your mind by other influences. This is original thoughts of your own. Hematite grounds and protects, strengthens your connection with the earth, giving a safe and secure feeling. Hematite utilizes the magnetic qualities to balance the body and to provide a stable equilibrium. So real quickly, when I first started dealing with MS issues, I was misdiagnosed multiple times before they figured out what was really wrong with me. And one of the misdiagnoses was vertigo. I was experiencing so much dizziness and just feeling issues with my balance. I feel this helped me with that in a big way. It endows us with courage, strength, and endurance and vitality. It counteracts spaciousness and confusion. Spaciness and confusion, balances and strengthens your auric field, pulls stray energies to the root chakra and disperses them into the earth. So when I say that, what I mean is it transmutes. It does repel. Okay. It does repel, but it also transmutes, meaning it absorbs the energy and it pulls it right down to the root chakra and puts it back in the earth. Instead of saying, I return this negative energy to the sender, well, that's just an eye for an eye. Let's go ahead and fix that negative energy so that nobody can get a hold of it, right? So instead of repelling and turning and sending the negative energy back, it actually sucks it up, goes right down through the root chakra and back into the earth. Promotes a common sense of clarity, and thought. Also, it helps one to identify and realize practical solutions. That's that original thought processes. Assists one to manifest your dreams into reality and aids in detoxification and expulsion of wastes in the body. Helps with emotional pain, grounds and balances. It clears negative feelings, increases mental organization, and helps de-stress. This is the fire and earth element stone, works mostly with the root chakra, and the zodiac signs that it resonates with the most, not just, but with the most, are Aries and Aquarius. All right, so get your fire quartz. I got one heading its way towards you, Natalie. Get your fire quartz, get your hematite. It's a good time to be working with these crystals right now. Hi, lovely. Nice to see you. Hi, Jessie. Hi, Kay. Hi, anyone who sneaked in. Hi, anyone who sneaked in while I was chit-chatting there. so happy to see you guys. So you guys, let me put my random number generator up here so that we can do readings. Every time when I come to do a live, I always ask the guides to direct me to wherever the source of information is going to come from. Like, do I need the decks? Which crystals do I need? Which tools do I need? What do I need to bring? So this time I tried to change. I tried to go a different way because the deck that I was kind of told to use today is odd. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this, but I'm being told that the answers lie within synchronicity today. Okay. So I'm being told that it needs to be this, the messages are going to come through synchronistic energy. So I'm like, well, okay. I have an oracle. It's called the Synchronicity Oracle. Okay. It's just very, very different. I don't work with it much. It looks like a child's game. It is these cards that have tons of little pictures on them. You know that game that you play when you're in a child, where it's, what is it, like a matching game where you take cards and you lay them out and then you flip them over one at a time, and so that you can play the matching game, you know? That's what this deck reminds me of. That's what it reminds me of. So I'm like, okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. And so for each person that I draw the numbers, I'm going to pull 2 cards and see what synchronistic image repeats itself for you. And then we will go forward and figure out what information is attached to that image. So let's try that. Okay. The other deck I was drawn to bring in is the Mystic Shaman Oracle. So we'll see how that one goes. All right, let me just real quickly peek in with everybody. Okay, so let me go back down a little here, or go back up if I can. Still learning this thing here. Okay. So does everybody have their numbers? Kay says, I live in UP, where we have the biggest iron mines. So we have those stones here. Really? That's awesome. Do you ever go like tour the mines? Oh, I would love to do that. Dean says he loves tower crystals. Me too. Me too. They're my favorite. I love all crystals, but the towers are my favorite. Why? Because you can do very intentional direct healing with them. They come to a point. So you can do very, very direct healing with them. And I love that about them. And I also love that they're pointed at the sky, right? I don't know if I've ever showed you guys this tattoo I have on my arm. Do you see this arrow here and how it points down? I mean, I'm not trying to show you my armpit, but do you see how it goes down and it points towards me and up? That's my true north. And that's what that tattoo means. My eyes are always on the skies. I don't know about you guys, but that's where my heart is. I'm a star seed. And I feel like the majority of the people who come here in this chat are also star seeds. I do feel like we were attracted to each other. And I do feel like we're all kind of finding each other right now. We're all finding our soul family. And it's amazing. I don't know if you guys are experiencing this. I just want to give a few words of encouragement in case you are. So one thing I'm experiencing in my life right now in a big way, kind of in an overwhelming way. I'm having a mass exodus. I'm having a mass exodus in my life right now. I am somebody who is married to a man who is a musician, connected to a large community. Because of that, my husband has recently retired from playing music. He just can't physically do it anymore. He's a drummer. It takes a lot to drum. And it's not even so much the playing that's hard for him. It's lifting the kit, carrying the kit, loading and unloading the kit, putting it together, tearing it apart. It's a lot of work. It's definitely a young person's hobby. So he has retired from the bands. A lot of people's true colors came out in the process of that. And a lot of people have walked out of my life, our life. A lot of people have walked away. We are not any more contributing and putting our energy and our efforts towards promoting the band the way we used to because we were part of it. And they have no more use for us, basically. So, like, so many people who promise to be friends forever, all that stuff, they're gone. They're gone. I have very few people left in my physical world right now, but I trust that. Yeah, it's sad. I miss a lot of them. My eyes have been open to a lot of them in different ways, and I understand that they no longer serve the highest good, and they are on their own journey. But it's hard. It's so hard, especially when they're in all of my wedding photos and all of my memories that pop up on Facebook, and it's hard. I'm struggling with it. I'm also very grateful for this community here because you guys help me. I still feel like I have a group I belong to. I still feel like I have a place here, and I'm providing a place here for any of you guys out there who are experiencing some of the same stuff I am. If you have people walking out of your life right now and you just feel on the inside that it's okay, it's supposed to be happening that way, even if it still hurts at the same time, just know you're not alone. This is not a singular thing. This is happening to everybody. It's part of the planetary ascension. Not everybody is going to grow at the same rate. And that's the hardest thing for me. Sometimes I love somebody so much, but they're so close-minded and I just want to shake their senses back into them, right? But we can't do that. We have to respect that they're on their own timeline. And that's something I've really been struggling with, you guys. So I just want to express a little bit of gratitude for this platform, although I've kind of neglected you guys a little bit in the last couple of weeks, not on purpose. I just want to express my gratitude for this group and feeling like I still have a tribe, and truly do believe with all my heart and soul that the right individuals who are supposed to be in our pathway, when they're in our pathway, come when they are supposed to be there, stay as long as they're supposed to stay, and go when they're supposed to go. It's just really hard with our human heart, right? So, but thank you guys so much for always being here for me. Sam, I don't believe that it's not that they're true friends anymore, okay? I feel like if I was to call up any one of them and say, hey, I'm dying, come save me, they probably would, okay? It's not that. It's just that their energy is being put somewhere else rather than inviting us to the gigs and inviting us to the parties and, calling and saying, hey, can you bring this, and this, invite this person, put this on your social media. We were promoting the band. We were putting energy and a lot of effort into doing that. And that's not happening anymore. Our energy and effort is going in other places. So they've fallen out. I don't mean I'm being betrayed by everybody. I'm just saying when they're no longer serving the highest good and you're in the flow, and when you're in your flow and you're not blocking yourself, they will exit your life. Not because they hate you. Maybe some of them do. I don't know. But it's just the way it works with this planetary ascension. I'm just figuring this out. Like, I'm experiencing this and I'm sharing with you guys what I'm experiencing. I don't feel like none of these people hate us. None of these people, they're not, any of them are betraying us or going against us. Maybe I would have expected more out of a few of them, I'll be honest. But it's just the way it's supposed to be. And yes, thank you, Jen. Perfect. The stars are not aligned with them anymore. Exactly. And I trust my guides. My husband trusts me. And when I say, that it's supposed to be, he believes that. And I'm so grateful that my husband's so supportive and believes in me. And well, he's witnessed enough being with me for 10 years. He's witnessed enough to know that I'm the real deal. I am who I say I am. I'm experiencing what I say I'm experiencing. And I'm living what I practice what I preach, basically, is I'm living what I advise. That's really important to me, that I reflect any advice I give out. So But yes. Oh, hi, Garnet. Nice to see you. Fickle friends are not serving your highest good. So therefore, if you're in the flow, right? If you're in your flow, they may disappear. Sam says, that's why I'm addicted to your channel, because you're real. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Oh my goodness. Yes. So, and they will grow. Okay. You're right. They will grow. That is so hard for me. That is so hard for me, because I'm like, catch up already. I'm telling you this. Now you know you're caught up, right? No, they have to feel it in their energy. But it's like, wake up. I just want everybody to like catch up. It'll happen on their own timeline. I can't force things. I'm not supposed to. Hi, Noel. Oh, Noel, thank you for the super chat. That's awesome. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Garnet says getting an alliance with the creator. Yes. That's so for me, that is my main life goal. So for me, my main life goal is soul growth. That's why I'm here. That's why we're all here. But for me, my focus is on soul growth. So I'm going to do everything within my power to remain in the flow. And in order to know whether I'm doing that, I have to trust in my guides and my protectors and my angels and my guardians. I have to trust in them and believe in what they say. And when I have advice handed down to me, or I'm told this is supposed to be happening, I have to trust and believe in that and go with it. And every time I do, the outcome is always it feels like it just happens the way it's supposed to. Just like with the store, for example. So there was a bit of a disalignment there in the beginning, right? Like I partnered with the wrong person, and it could have been the end of me. It could have destroyed my whole entire dream and the whole purpose and the whole thing. That could have happened. Or I could have been scared away, or I could have said, oh, it's too much for me to do all by myself. Forget it. Without her, I can't do this. A lot of things could have changed. I just had to realign, which was basically, I'm on my own path. I can't partner with this person. She's not at the same place as me. We will not be able to jive. And so that had to happen. And then I just realigned, and now I'm back in the flow, and my business is very successful. So that's the point I'm trying to make, if that makes sense. So let me just make sure everybody has numbers. Sam, I was meant to do it alone. Yes, absolutely. I was meant to do it alone. Yes. And I'm doing it. And it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. And it's actually more successful than I thought it was going to be. I thought I had way more competition, and I was, but it did, Sam, it did amazing over Christmas. Absolutely amazing. There's a couple of other crystal shops in the mall. Their prices are ridiculous. Their prices are outrageous. I don't think they actually want to sell their pieces. Maybe they just want to showcase them. I don't know. But they're never going to sell them at that price. People aren't going to pay that, especially when they can walk down the hall and come find this beautiful crystals, the same crystals, not exact same crystals, but the same kinds, same beautiful quality for half as much. So yes, I did amazing. They are, Natalie, absolutely ridiculous. Some of the prices, I just look at them and I think, are you delusional? Are you delusional? Yeah. And when they walk in, and that's the other thing too, I just created a new sign that I'm putting on my case, and it says on the sign, welcome to Crystals and Creations. And it says, follow your intuition and take what resonates. That's what it says on my little tabletop sign. Because I firmly believe that when you purchase crystals, any kind of earth medicine, you should have a vibrational pull towards it. You should have some kind of a feel towards it if you're, most people. Okay, I think we're waiting on one more person to pick a number. Blue John from UK, good healer from Derbyshire. Is that somebody who has a channel? I'll have to go check it out. Yeah, it is. You're right, Natalie. It is greedy. It's greedy. I remember before crystals blew up and became really, really popular. I mean, they were rocks. They were pretty and everything, but they were considered semi-precious stones. and they were super cheap, but now they got popular and people just jacked the price way, way, way up. It is greed. It's greed. It's wrong. The problem with that is that people are, how do I put this? People believe in the wrong things and they're willing to put their money in places that, because they believe in the wrong things. The truth is that there is healing energy in this earth medicine. I'm living proof of that. There is healing energy in here. You got to believe in it. And then you have to use it. You have to work with it and see what works for you, because it's going to work differently for different people. But it's not like I can pick up this crystal and say, okay, my cancer's healed. I don't have cancer, but it's not like I could do that. But people will push that out there. So people go out and spend the big bucks thinking, okay, I got the cure, here it is. And it does them no good because they don't know what they're doing. So unfortunately, people are wasting their money and energy on good medicine and it's going nowhere for them. And that's really sad. But that's why I'm here and that's why I do what I do. Blue John Mines in Wales, Great Britain. Oh, Blue John Mines. Okay. Blue John Mines. Oh my gosh. And the fakes. Yeah, Natalie, you're right. They're getting really good at making the fakes. Really good. There's this new technique that they're doing where they take glass. They do it on the towers really bad, Dean. But they take the glass and they do a laser print onto the glass. It is so hard to tell the difference just by looking. I have to feel it out energetically. Sometimes the fakes are so good that they could fool me if I wasn't able to feel the energies, for sure. One major fake that they do out there right now that really irks me, because turquoise is a Native American stone. Okay, so it's very significant to Native Americans, which that's my son, my lineage, Native Americans. Turquoise is hard to find nowadays, true, real turquoise, but it's very significant and spiritual for Native Americans. What are they doing? Because they've sourced it out and they can't find much anymore. They're taking white howlite and they're dyeing it to look like turquoise and they're selling it as turquoise. And that irks me so much that they do that. It's like, it's frustrating. Dyed, not dyed, yes. But the white howlite looks just like, it does look just like turquoise, only it's white. So. All right, do we have our numbers in? Moldavite, absolutely groundbreaking, okay? I'm going to wait before I go anywhere with any information on Moldavite because that's a whole live in its own. Moldavite is probably one of the most powerful that there is. And absolutely, it can change your life for the best, and it can absolutely tear your life apart. So we'll wait and talk about Moldavite on a different live. I'll do a whole live just for Moldavite because it's a big one. Natalie has a piece of Moldavite. She says, every time, Moldavite, yes, I have a piece, and every time I had major life changes. Yeah, it brings huge, huge groundbreaking changes. Okay, Garnet's got his number. Yes, I'd love to do a Moldavite live. That would be so much fun. Are we ready? I am calling in the guides and protectors, angels, ancestors of the love and light. I am asking for a collective connection to the source God energy with everyone here today. And I'm asking for angelic protection to be placed around that connection so that we all remain safe and protected within the God source energy. So be it, and so it is. Blessings, you guys. I love the smell of sage. I'm going to let that puppy burn right there. Okay, I've got my numbers. I've got my app. Let's pick numbers. Here we go. First number is 92. 92. I didn't write down any numbers today, so I'm hoping if you are 90, if you're close to 92, shout out. Noelle is closest. It's Noelle. Well, I love that it's Noel. Noel, your spirit guides are repaying you. What? Wait a minute. What a lovely day, says me. But I feel like this is for Noel. Okay, Noel, this is like when you give, you get back. Okay, you just did like a super chat, and I feel like you're the first reading. Okay. Open receptive to receive for Noel. Open receptive to receive for Noel, please. What is the synchronistic message that Noel needs to receive today in her here and now for her highest good? What is the synchronistic message for Noel? Noel so deserves to be first. She's got a giving heart. I'm seeing water, lots of water. I'm seeing water. Big bodies of water. Okay. All right. So the first card come out. Let's see what we get for the second card. Oh, Noel. Okay. So there's only going to be one matching image. And Noel, I'm seeing bodies of water and aliens for you. Okay. Do you dream about aliens, Noel? Do you dream about aliens? Have you ever dreamt about spaceships coming up out of the water? Have you ever dreamt about aliens in the water? Do you have a proclivity to, are you drawn to aliens? Are you drawn to the water? I want to say that you have an alien lineage that goes, that stems all the way back to like the time Aquarius. So when the meteor hit, okay, so this, I'm seeing the whole thing. Okay, so when the meteor came and hit the planet and all the aliens had to go, they went in different places, okay, but they were prepared. They knew that they had, this was happening, this was going to happen, and they were prepared. Some of them went in the water. You feel tied to that, okay? Let's read what it says, though. Let's see what it says here. I gotta find it. Oh, I just passed it. Extraterrestrial. Let me stick my glasses on real quick here. The words in this book are super tiny. Okay. So you got the extraterrestrial, outsider, space, travel, identity, shyness. Whether or not extraterrestrial life exists, the concept of aliens reminds us that our own identity is a construct, and how we see the world is often biased based on our cultural upbringing. Just as the Europeans were aliens when they arrived in North America, outsiders have the potential to bring both knowledge and represent a threat. Given the appropriate context, anyone can feel that they are an alien or an outsider. Do you feel like an alien or feel threatened by an outsider? What can you do to feel safer and learn from the opportunities? This gives a meditation. So this gives me the feeling, Noel, like maybe you're feeling kind of lost, like feeling like an outsider within your group. You may be feeling like people can't relate to you right now. This is ascension symptoms. You may be feeling like people aren't meeting you on the same level. You might feel like you're kind of alone in a room full of people. This is the energy that's coming through. Feeling like a solitary. Okay. Thank you, spirit guides. Spirit guides are saying this. Noel, you came here to experience singularity. Okay. Your like pre-birth plan, you came here. Your main objective was to feel the separation between you, your soul, and God. Okay. You came here to really just really dig in and experience that separation. So I don't know if you're a loner. I don't know if you have just if you're very limited on the amount of people that you get close to or you allow into your like your inner circle or into your heart. But Noel, it does feel like that. It does feel like you came here to experience the separation. It might be that right now is like the peak of that for you. So you may be feeling kind of lonely, alone, lost in a crowd, like people aren't relating to you. like an outsider, like an alien on the planet right now. Also, I feel like you have alien, you have, okay, I do feel like you have some kind of a tie, a lineage or a tie, or are you RH negative, Noel? Are you RH negative? Let me scroll down because I'm okay. Noel, are you RH negative? Yes. Use straw. Pick a number between 1 and 100. Yes, please. Yeah, I definitely feel like I need to pull a starseed message for you. Let me read the meditation for you, and then I'll pull a starseed message. I just feel like they're trying to bring something else through here. Dreams, some kind of dreams. Do you have reoccurring dreams of aliens or of something coming up out of the ocean? They're showing me my dreams. Like I have reoccurring dreams of that. I have my whole life. They're showing me my own dreams, my own. Either you're doing dream work, you have received universal knowledge through your dreams, but you have knowledge of the aliens that are in the ocean. Either you're related to them, you're connected to them, something like that. Okay, something like that. Let me read the meditation for you real quickly. Let me read this meditation real quickly. It says, imagine that you're only 6 years old. Wait a minute. Are you an experiencer, Noel? Do you have dreams of being taken away from your house as a child or being with strangers that you didn't recognize, even if they looked like people and you kind of knew they weren't? Have you ever experienced that before? Because 6 years old was the age it was happening to me. Okay, just asking. Okay. It says, imagine that you're only 6 years old and your parents take you to a birthday party at one of their friends' children. You don't know anyone there and you are shy at first. You see several kids playing in a bouncy castle. You gather the courage to join them and bounce around joyfully while laughing with the other kids. Your fears have gone and now you feel accepted as one of them. So this is overcoming the fear. This is overcoming your blocking yourself. That makes a lot of sense. So if you're feeling kind of like an outsider in your own life, this may be something you're blocking yourself. You're putting the blockage there in front of yourself. I feel like there's some kind of higher knowledge that you're supposed to be seeking, having to do with higher vibrations, higher frequencies, higher light beings. I'm seeing, yeah. So maybe being guided towards educating yourself. I don't know why, but I feel like you have a connection to this. You're definitely a starseed, and you have connection to like the Atlantis, the aliens that were here during Atlantis, because they went into the water, and I'm seeing the ship come up out of the water. Noel, do me a favor and do a little bit of research on that and see how that feels to you. So just go do a little bit of research on Atlantis, the theories around Atlantis, the stories around what happened when Atlantis, some people think it sunk, some people think it went up, different things. Just go do a little research on that and see how it feels for you. I feel like there's something there for you, definitely. Maybe just not quite in alignment to receive it. Starseed, absolutely. Thank you, spirit guides. You are, it says, raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant loving light, but starseed, yes. You have connections. Absolutely, you have connections with Atlantis, Lemurians, like that's coming through in your energy for you. Big time. Okay, Miss Noel, do me a favor and just go do a little research on the Lemurians, Pleiadians, Lemurians, Atlantis, all of that. Just peek into it and see how it feels energetically for you. If it feels ridiculous or it feels wrong for you, then it's not the right time for you to be looking into it. But if it makes you more curious, or if it feels right to you, keep looking into it. I feel like you're being pushed towards researching that self about you. So Jen says, I cannot chat. Uh-oh. Okay, is that because you're at work or something? Okay, there it is. It's on slow mo. Yes, it is on slow mo. I do put it on slow mo, sweetheart. Do Egyptian have their own chakra chart? Yes. I do put it on slow mo, Jen, so that the moderator, it's to help the moderators to be able to keep up. It might be the shadow period of Mercury retrograde affecting technology. Yeah, that's true. Slow-mo is stop. Okay. Well, I can try next time to not put it on slow-mo and see how that is. We can try. I've never not put it on slow-mo. I've always had it on slow-mo. Well, the one time I didn't put it on slow-mo, it was out of control. So it was just too much. And I was like, can't keep up. And I felt so bad for my moderators. All righty, let me go to the next number. Boy, I tell you, I resonate hugely with that message you just got, Noelle. Huge. I had a dream 2 nights ago about aliens. I had a dream that the fog that's, going on right now, obviously that's in my presence right now. It's in my awareness because it's happening right here. A lot of times when something's in my conscious awareness, I will dream about it. And I dreamt that there were big alien spaceships, different sizes, different styles, different types. Some of them didn't even have like a physicality to them, but that they were all hiding up above. So in my dream, I went in an airplane and I was up in an airplane and I was looking down on the fog and I could see all these different spacecrafts hiding in banks of fog in my dream. It was really crazy. Okay, let me just peek in with the chat here a little bit. Natalie did do a reading on Atlantis. It's a good reading too. You guys, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, go watch Natalie's. Well, Natalie has done readings on a lot of sacred places and a lot of this. So yeah, go check out Natalie's reading on Atlantis. It's amazing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick a new number. Let me just check in. You guys know that we're going to have a planetary alignment in January. I think it's, Natalie, am I right? It's the 27th? Or am I wrong or right about that date? But we have, in January, all the planets are going to be in alignment. We have a day when all the planets are going to be in alignment. Let me tell you guys, I've received from my spirit guides almost every day leading up to this. I'm receiving from them that this is going to be a time when a lot of light codes, DNA codes, activation codes are going to be woke up for a lot of us who have ascended to the level we need to be at for that to happen for us. This planetary alignment is going to shoot light codes down at us. I'm ready. I'm ready for that. The 27th. Yes, that's what I thought. The day before your birthday. Yep. Wow, it's the day before your birthday. I didn't get that till right now. You're right. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's significant. Okay, let's do. Oh, is somebody not picked a number? Oh, Yusra, are you still here? Did you want to pick a number? You asked if one between 1 and 100, and yeah, that is going to be such a powerful time too, you guys, when the planets are in alignment. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick number 64 came through. 64 is a 10. This is a completion. So whoever this connects to, you're going through some endings and beginnings right now. Oh, it depends on your location in the world. Okay. So Margie is 66. Are you the closest one, Miss Margie? Margie is 66. Okay. Open a receptor to receive for Miss Margie. What is the synchronistic message that she needs to receive today in her here and now? So yeah, I do feel like maybe you're wrapping some stuff up. Or that you're a long time project or a long time goal is we've reached like the end of it, of some kind of a long time thing. Okay. Okay, let's see what synchronistic message we got here. Okay, so yours came in the form of glasses. This is sight. This is eyesight. This is sight, seeing things, seeing something for what it is, seeing something clearly, clarity, intuition. Okay, Margie. So Margie, you're working right now on okay, you need meditation. Okay, sorry, it's coming so fast. Guides. Margie, you need to be working on some meditation. There's some stuff. Okay, so there is a little bit of a step off of an alignment. There's an activation of your intuition. So you're like, your third eye is just about to pop wide open, and you're going to start experiencing clairs. So like a knowing, you'll maybe, and I'm getting like the smell, the scent of like the ground, earthy, something really earthy or musky. I'm smelling something really musky or earthy. Maybe you'll have that sense open up for you, but it does feel like there's a clarity that's about to take place. You are so close. It's just a bit of a step off. Something needs to come to an end. There's something holding you back. Something needs to come to an end with the 10. So something needs to be shed. Maybe it's a thought process, something that you're holding yourself down just a little bit with. Needs to be shed. So I don't know if that's an individual that's doubting you, holding you back, making you question yourself, a belief system, a thought process, a situation you're going through that makes you feel hopeless or down or something. There's something in your life that's not serving your highest good, but it's not huge. It's something small. And if you can shed that, it's going to pull your alignment up. Clarity. It's going to give you clarity. Okay. Let me read what the message says. So that's my intuitive take. And then let's see what the book says. I don't know if they've got page numbers. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they do. See, I don't work with this deck. Page 21. That's a 3. That's your circle of support. So you may need to call on your guides. You may need to call on your the higher light beings and your guides and your protectors and ask for some solid direction or some clarity into what this is that needs to be shed. It feels like self-doubt. It feels like being self-critical, critical of yourself. Like, I can't do it. I'm not strong enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I just can't. It's like that kind of a feeling coming through. Okay, let me see. You may need to reach out to your circle of support. All right, so let me put my glasses on so that I can read about the glasses. Okay, so glasses. Vision, aid, like I said, your circle of support. Transparency, that's asking to be shown clarity, asking for clarity. Show me, help me to see through this. Perspective and blindness. There's something you're not seeing. It's holding your vibe down just enough that it's holding you back from receiving activation of your own like powers, your own abilities. Okay. While it is a thought that the ancient Greeks experimented with lenses to improve vision, the first glasses were made in Italy around 1290. Glasses help us see clearly. Although they indicate that we may require assistance with our vision, they also demonstrate humanity's unique ability to produce tools that empower us. As long as you use the right tools, you'll be more aware of your surroundings and can act accordingly. Okay, you need the right tools. So apparently you haven't found your tool yet. Mine, I use my cards, I use a pendulum. I mean, I explore with all different kinds of tools. Meditation is a tool. That meditation one back there, that's a very powerful tool. So I feel like you need to bring in some tools to help aid you in your clarity, Margie. I feel you should ask your guides to bring into your awareness what these are, whether it is to learn how to read cards, whether it is to learn how to meditate differently, whether it is a yoga regime. I mean, just showing you and telling you about some of the things I'm being shown. These are apparently you are in need of finding the proper tools to help aid you. We got aid there, and with the 3, that's your circle of support. Aid you in your own abilities, your own vision, your own intuition. Okay, so that's what's coming through for you is that it gives a meditation, but first it gives a reflection. It says everything we see is affected by our unique perspective. There's no such thing as a perfect neutrality. But by utilizing empathy, we have the ability to better feel and understand a situation from another person's frame of reference. So maybe you need to hone in on your empathic abilities. Are you recognizing the difference between what is your energy and what is your emotion? And okay, thank you, spirit guides. There's our answer right there. You are an empath. Okay. You're an empath. We all are, but obviously it's being pointed out. So obviously this is something that you chose to be part of this journey, this lifetime. Empathic abilities. Maybe you're struggling with the difference between what is this person's emotion and what is my emotion. So you're trying to handle and work through and process emotions that don't even belong to you. They belong to the other people in your life. That's what it is. Okay, thank you, spirit guides. So what your misalignment is that you're feeling other people's emotions like they're your own. And it's keeping you from being in alignment. Yeah. So meditation, talking to your guides, asking for the clarity, asking for the knowing, and then being open and receptive to receive that knowledge. Paying very close attention to the differences in the energies. So like when you feel panic, stop. If you have an anxiety attack out of nowhere, stop in your tracks. Think about what thoughts you're thinking at the time, what time of the day it is, what's going on around you, what happened right before, what you're about to go do. But you've got to be able to, oh my gosh, spirit guides, you are going so fast. Please slow down. My little human brain is. So the main message, I'm just going to give a general because it's just like the main message is that you need to be more mindful as far as the energy you're wearing and whether it belongs to you or the people around you, and compartmentalize other people's emotions aside from yours, because you're spinning your wheels and you're spending so much energy and time on trying to process emotions that aren't even yours. So you're not processing them. It's not happening. It's not stabilizing. It's not evening out. You may be experiencing depression, anxiety, stress, sadness, feeling overwhelmed. This is because you're being your empathic nature is waking up big time. As your vibration goes up, your empathic nature is waking up, but you may be struggling with understanding the difference between what you're feeling being yours and the people around you. Okay. That's what's coming through for you, my friend. And is there a walking? Oh, sorry. The meditation it gives with this, because I feel like that's where your main connection is with your guides, is through meditation for you. So you need to hone in on your meditation skills. I feel like you may have a hard time with meditation. You might have to explore some different types of meditation, because I get that resistant in the energy of like, oh, I can't meditate, or I struggle with it, or I don't know how. Okay, there's so many different kinds. Even just getting a color book and just color and let your mind go and just let your mind go on its own. Or you just focus on the red color that you're doing right at the time and think about nothing but the red color and then allow other stuff to flow in while you're just doing the red or whatever. There's many different forms of meditation. I do feel like you're struggling with meditation, yes. And that's where you're going to receive. Thank you, spirit guides. That's where you're going to be able to receive the ability to distinguish the difference between your emotions, what you're feeling as being yours, or the people around you. Because you are receiving right now big time. As your vibration rises, you are waking up to your empathic natures. But it's overwhelming. Yeah. Okay. So for the meditation, it says, imagine seeing a fog of light in front of you, which makes everything ahead unclear. You take a deep breath and pull out the corrective lenses. All of a sudden, the fog disappears and you are now able to see a rainbow of magnificent colors. Know that the rainbow was there all along and that you just needed the right tools to see it. So tools are coming through for you. Meditation is the tool I am going to say right now is the biggest one for you. And what kind of a walking message can we give? This makes so much sense. Oh my goodness. Abundance. It says, when your heart's intention is to serve humanity, okay, empath, doors of abundance naturally open. So yeah, you just need to come into alignment with that. Utilizing the proper tools, you will be able to do it. And this is going to open other doorways and other abilities and other parts of yourself. So it's like it's like you're walking through a doorway, and once you get through that doorway, there's a lot. You have like a lot available to you to choose from. I'm seeing 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups, this is lots of options. So many options. Maybe might have a hard time with commitment to one but let's not go there yet. Okay, let's wait till you get better at meditating and get a better control over distinguishing your emotions from other people's. All right. I hope that helps, Miss Margie. Okay, let me just catch up and see what you're saying here. If you are, let me see. Oh, yep. All of the above. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Margie says, I'm struggling with that. So you're struggling with meditation and you're struggling with feeling like overwhelmed. I do feel it in your energy, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you don't know where to go from here. Okay, I just saw something. Margie, do you get like this weird energetic paralysis? That's what I'm feeling. So it's like, I don't know where to go. So I just, like that. Does that ever happen to you? That's definitely an energetic, like a freezing. So like if you've got all these emotions and they're all coming at you at once and you're still having emotions, but you still have to make decisions and go forward and do your day and make decisions, important decisions, but you're overwhelmed right now. Do you ever get like that frozen feeling, like an energetic freezing feeling? That's kind of coming through for you as well. If that's happening for you, if you get like I don't know what, like I have 1,000 things to do and I don't know where to start, so I'm just going to stand here. Yeah. So I would just speak out to your guides in that moment and say, please help me with some clarity and help me move forward in the flow, forward in the energies. Remove any obstacles, remove I feel like you may be someone who undergoes the energetic storm, like some empaths, they will experience this when they don't have a lot of control over their own empathic ability. They will experience what's like an energetic storm. And it can be pretty devastating. It can be pretty hard on someone. Some people call it empath burnout. It will make someone turn towards like self-harm and other things like that. So definitely, Margie, I feel like meditation. Just go and explore the different ways to meditate, different forms of meditation. I'm telling you right now, I've had people tell me I cannot meditate. I will never meditate. It will never happen for me. I have ADD. I have this. I have that. I can't. It'll never happen. And I've proven every single one of them wrong. Okay. I have found a way for them all to meditate because it is so important. It is our absolute connection to our guides, to God, to the source. That's our direct connection. I mean, yes, we come here to experience singularity and to experience separation, but we're still connected. So, and that's where we go. That's where we go into meditation, empty out the mind, go into meditation. That's where we go to kind of reconnect and to receive. It's so important. I know I scream it from the mountains, meditate, 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 meditate. If you have 5 extra minutes a day that you have nothing to do with, meditate. If you're in the shower, taking a shower, utilize that moment when you're alone to meditate. People need to implement it into their lives in every way they can. It is so important. It is so important. So, all right. I'm possible, not impossible. I love it, Natalie. And yeah, what is meant to happen is supposed to, right? Yes. Yes. Everything is preordained. Everything's already planned. Yes, this is a free will planet or a realm. We are governed by free will here, but we do have an outline that we roughly follow, that we come up with before we ever come here. Okay, so let me real quickly come up here. Peggy was closest, Crystal. Okay. Yeah, I will do Peggy. Absolutely. I'm sorry about that. Okay, Miss Peggy, I will go ahead and do one for you. It looks like you got skipped or overlooked. I'm sorry about that. Open and receptive to receive for Miss Peggy. Open and receptive. I'm seeing cookies, like baking sheets with cookies, rows of cookies. They showed me that right away. No, Margie, that's okay. Everything happens for a reason. So you needed that message. You desperately needed that message. Okay. So everything happens. I firmly believe it with all my heart. Everything happens for a reason. I feel like you received that. And now we'll get Peggy her message. All right. Open receptive to receive for Miss Peggy. Are you baking right now? Okay. No, not baking. Not baking. Smelling like they're showing me cookies on a cookie sheet. Lined cookie sheet with cookies. Okay. All right. Open receptive to receive for Miss Peggy. There it is. Okay. What is it? What is it? Sorry. Give me a second here. Okay. All right. Hold on a second. I see it. I'm so sorry. I see it. Okay. Interesting. Yours is the center, and it's the center in this one and this one here. I'm not sure what that is, Peggy. The universe, the world, having the universe in the palm of your hands. Let's see. Holding the world in the palm of your hands. Yeah. Hands holding the cosmos. So intuitively, this does feel like having your hands on your own destiny, having your own destiny in your own hands. having your universe, your specific universe within your own hands. Number 40. 4 is home, family, structure. So maybe this is having control over your home, your family, your life, your own universe. Maybe feeling like your universe is out of control, or what's going on in your home is maybe not so much in your control, or maybe needs to be brought back under your control. Let's see what the book says. Spirit guides, can you explain to me why I'm being shown cookie sheets? Baking. Traditions. Some kind of family, some kind of traditions changed for you. Traditions are changing. Some kind of traditions are changing, okay? Things aren't the same as they used to be. You're missing traditions. You're feeling like you don't have control over as much control over things. Things are changing for you in your universe at your own hands. Okay. You are okay. You are working. You are putting in the work, my sister. Ooh, I got goosebumps and look at my hair standing up. Okay. You are working really hard on yourself right now. You really are. You've done a lot of introspection, rearranging. Maybe you're going against some old traditional ways of thinking, and this might be causing some headbutting with some people you know and love and have lived with or live with. Maybe some people aren't seeing eye to eye with you, but you're like taking hold of your own universe and shaping it. You're putting in the work. So I don't know if you're facing some opposition and on the home front when it comes to that, or feeling like your traditions were pointed out to me. So maybe stepping outside of some old traditions or going against old traditions or old thought processes. Know this: you're in the right. You're going the right direction. Okay, I see the flow. I feel like you're kind of taking it in stride. It's bothering you. It is having an energetic effect on you that some people are kind of opposing some changes that are happening for you right now. But you're still doing it. You may have some people leaving your life right now. They're showing me my friends that are no longer my friends. Well, they're my friends, but they're just not in my life actively anymore. So people may be seeing some changes that are happening for you that you're at your own hands, and they may not understand them. You might feel like you're being judged or you're being looked at funny. Okay. So it says the infinite, hands holding the cosmos is the what it's called, the picture. Universe, infinity, control, creation, and trapped. So you might feel like some others around you are still kind of trapped in a mind prison. This is bringing up to me the same thing I was just talking about earlier, how I feel like I want to shake the senses into people. So maybe you're feeling like you're trying to pull somebody up to your level, or you're trying to make people understand you and where you're coming from and the changes that are taking place and why you're putting in the work and why you're doing the things you're doing, because maybe they just don't understand. Maybe they're not going to. And rather than spending the time trying to make them understand or explain yourself, maybe that's the wrong direction for you to put your energy. So you don't owe anyone an explanation. If you energetically feel like you need to explain something to somebody, that's fine. But if they don't get it the first time or the second time, they're not going to get it. They're not in the right place to receive it. So maybe just don't waste a whole lot of energy trying to explain yourself to people. You don't owe anybody an explanation for anything. It says this symbolizes the ability to shape the future, creation, control, playing God, but also the inevitable boundaries that transcend existence. Similarly, it's hard to know where some things begin, like the external question of the origin of the chicken or the egg. Remember how I was saying I'm seeing like endings, beginnings, the 10. So maybe what that feels like energetically is maybe not knowing where to draw the line when you're explaining yourself to people. Maybe feeling like you need to let go of this feeling like you owe people an explanation, or you have to explain yourself to people. Like, you don't need them to understand where you're coming from to be validated. Okay, this is what's coming through. Like, they don't have to be okay with what you're doing for what you're doing to be okay. They don't have to understand it. They don't have to agree with what you're doing for it to be the right thing for you. Am I saying this right, spirit guides? Yes. Okay. So don't be explaining yourself away. You're wasting your energy. There's some people who are not going to receive the message, or they're not going to understand no matter how hard you try. The meditation. Okay, first of all, the reflection. It says if you keep adding half of a number to itself forever, such as 1 plus a half plus a fourth plus until n equals infinity, the sum will never surpass double the initial number. In this case, the sum will always be less than 2. And so what this is this is spinning your wheels on energy. This is trying to make something more out of it. Infinite energy doesn't always get you the result you want. So putting all that energy into explaining, this is why and where I'm coming from and why the changes are taking place and why the result is not always going to be what you want. Sometimes you have to just say, okay, I've put that energy there. Now I need to walk away and put my energy in other places where it's going to be received. It says, is all your effort taking you in the right direction? Okay, so for meditation, lie down on the floor, close your eyes, and slow your breath. Let your body sink into the ground. Now, imagine that you are floating in space. You hear an otherworldly sound akin to the mystic vibrations of the universe. As you exhale, you feel your breath on the back of your own neck. You realize that the universe is a loop, and looking forward into infinity brings you back to where you are. Endings, beginnings. Yeah. So, listen, you don't owe anyone. Okay, let me check in with you here, honey, and see what your feedback is. Peggy. Mama Bear says, Peggy, that song, You Got the Whole World in Your Hands, is going. I love that. That's perfect. Peggy says, I feel like just walking away. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's that Exodus concept I started this live talking about. A lot of us are feeling like we need to move in different directions than the people we've been hanging out with for so long. They're going their way and I'm going mine, and I love you regardless, but we're just not meant to be on this path in the same spot right now. Feeling like leaving a situation that's no longer serving your good, your highest good. That is soul growth. It's absolutely the reason you're feeling that way. Peggy, you're ascending. So your body, your soul is wanting to take your physical body away from the things that are not serving you and not ascending with you. And taking those things out of your life or taking you away from giving you the feeling of wanting to run away. Oh my gosh, I get that. I get that so deeply. I feel that way all the time. Yes. Okay, I'm going to actually go to I think this was for you. The mystical shaman. What advice can we give Miss Peggy on how to deal with this energetic spinning of her wheels, or feeling like she owes people explanations that you don't, honey. You don't owe anyone an explanation at all. You don't have to tell anyone. Your success, your soul growth, and the success and you growing your soul, whether or not anyone in your life approves of your soul growth or your choices or your pathway, it bears no it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything for you other than your state of mind. Like somebody accepting you for being who and what you are isn't going to make you any more of who and what you are. Does that make sense? Okay. What is the message for Miss Peggy in this one? Okay, there it is. Oh, interesting. Wow. Okay, so it is card 74. So that would be 11. 11 is equality. Hi, honey. 11 is equality, justice, balance. Okay. Let's read what it says about that, though. I almost turned right to it. Okay, so the essence here. The smoky mirror represents the aspects of what is implied yet cannot be immediately known in the world. So that is you telling somebody what's going on with you and why these changes are taking place, why you're making the decisions you're making, and them not being able to understand it. They cannot immediately understand it because they're not in an energetic space for it to feel right to them. So they think, oh, she's just nuts. Like kind of like that feeling. It says the mystery of how things come together and how they fall apart without obvious casualty. This symbol also represents the shadow of human psyche, the parts of the self that one disowns. The smoky mirror can also represent a state of denial or the inability or refusal to see the truth. So this could be someone in your life. This could be someone in your life that's giving you a hard time as you go through these changes. They may feel like you yourself are in denial of something. But this is just not being in the right energetic space to be able to receive. This is probably someone in your pathway. Absolutely someone in your pathway. You're trying like the Dickens to explain yourself and get them to see things the way you see them. I almost feel like you're afraid that you're going to lose, that something's going to happen to them, and it's your job to protect them. So you've got to bring them up to your level so that they can ascend with you. Yeah, and it's just not happening, and it's almost like defeating the purpose because rather than helping, it's making things worse. The invitation that comes with this card. When the symbol of the smoky mirror appears, you're invited to see beyond your own self. Acknowledge that past the limits of your current ability to perceive, there is a vast interconnected world where events are orchestrated in divine order, but challenging to fully grasp. Absolutely. So everyone wakes up on their own time. I wish I could wake everybody up with a snap of my fingers. That would be amazing, but that's not how it works. Allow this individual who is not on your level yet to come on their own time. Refocus. Stop explaining yourself. Stop trying to get them to see you. It doesn't matter if they see you or don't see you. Your soul growth doesn't depend on it. It's affecting you energetically. You're putting energy where it doesn't need to go. But I feel like you're putting in a lot of work. You're making big progress. I can see that you're putting in the energetic work, Peggy. And it's helping you. It is helping you. I can see it's helping you. But I do feel like that you do still kind of have that human need to explain yourself or get people to understand. This is where I'm coming from, okay? This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. This is why I think what I think. This is why I feel what I feel. Now that you know why, I want you to approve that I feel this way. I want your approval of my choices. You don't need that. It's your soul growth does not count on other people's approval. That's something the ego wants. Our human ego wants others to approve of us. And that's only because our soul comes from a place where we're all one. We come here and we experience separation, but we still want to be accepted and loved and part of the whole. It's the essence of us, right? Okay, so the medicine that comes with this. Understanding the shadow of the human journey requires that you go deep into your story to discover the wound that prevents you from seeing the truth of your current situation. Your fears and expectations of disappointment, unworthiness, may be clouding your capacity to see the potential in yourself. The smoky mirror may be showing you things you don't want as a result of your conditioning. This can become even more real, but only because you are making it so. The choice is yours. The world will hold you accountable for what you see. The world will hold you accountable for what you see and create. Yes. Can you see through the eyes of truth and faith instead? I love this deck. I love the advice that comes through it. So, see through the eyes of faith. Have faith in yourself. Nobody else needs to have faith in you. Nobody else needs to believe in you. Nobody else needs to understand what you're doing and where you're coming from. If your husband doesn't agree with you, that's okay. Let him disagree. Say, okay, well, we will agree to disagree today. And then refocus your energy on yourself instead of trying to constantly get him to understand and agree and approve. You don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need his approval. Even though you feel like it's everything, and maybe you felt like that's been like the premise of your relationship is we approve of each other and we love each other and we support each other. It feels like that's kind of spread thin for you. But it does feel like you spend a lot of time trying to pull him up to your level. Yes. Let him come on his own time. Okay. Refocus on yourself, my friend. All right. And let me get you a walking message, Miss Peggy. A redirection of your energy and focus for sure. Yeah, you don't need his approval. Surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. Thank you, spirit guides, for that confirmation. Yeah. He doesn't have to agree. He doesn't have to understand. I feel like at some point he will, but let him come on his own. All right. Okay, you guys, that's all the readings I'm going to do today. I stayed like a half an hour late just because I would jibber jabbed for so much at the beginning of this live. But I will be back tomorrow for our tarot class. We're doing the Hierophant. We're on the Hierophant tomorrow. So anyone who still wants to hang with me with the tarot classes, come here tomorrow at noon. We're going to do the the Hierophant and learn all about the Hierophant and all of it's not my favorite. I'll be honest. The Hierophant is not my favorite card in tarot. I kind of have an issue with the Hierophant because energetically, I reject the Hierophant and all of those man-made traditions that feel like they come with the Hierophant. But we'll talk about that tomorrow, guys. I'll be here at noon to do that. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. Thank you to my moderators for working so hard to keep the chat going and keeping everybody up. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me and trusting and believing in me and coming in and helping me create a platform so that we have a tribe here. As the people who leave are leaving, so we don't feel alone, so alone. And Natalie says, I feel you, Crystal Hierophant. Yeah, it's not my favorite. So let's get that one done and over with and move along. All right, guys, lifting you all in the most abundant divine love and light. I'm sorry it took me so long to get back here to you guys. Life. But here I am, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I love you and sending you guys all the highest vibes. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Enjoy each other. Enjoy the moments. Blessed be. It's hard to move the mouse.